Hey Jeffrey, do you have a second?
Oh, yeah,
You want to play 21 questions?
of course.
All right, so what's your name? And can you tell me about yourself?
My name is Jeffrey Huang, and I'm originally from Saginaw, Michigan. I'm a junior this year, though I'm technically a senior in credits. Go me. And then I'm also a first generation college student.
What are you currently majoring in?
Right now, I'm double majoring in political science and communication.
What clubs, organizations, and extracurricular activities are you involved in?
Right now, I am in Moot Court, which is kind of a law legal club where we simulate arguing legal arguments in front of the Supreme Court. I'm also involved in EMU theater, so I'm a theater kid, and I did one show last year, 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee, and I also plan on doing our spring musical this year, 9 to 5. That's also in addition to an internship I'm doing right now with a local congressman.
What made you choose to attend Eastern Michigan University?
There are definitely a few factors that were really important to me about choosing EMU. One is just the vibe of the campus. Everyone here is so welcoming and willing to talk to you and help you out with whatever you need. There's so many different resources on campus that you have the opportunity to access. And as a first generation college student, something that was really important to me was finances. EMU is really generous and understanding about making sure that you have the financial ability to go to college and graduate with little or even no debt on your shoulders. So as a student, because I'm also a first generation American, my parents immigrated to this country and they worked so hard. And it's one less thing that they have to worry about and that I have to worry about.
So what helped you succeed the most in your first few years at the Honors College?
I think for me, it's definitely the network of connections that the Honors College specifically gave me. I'm a COVID 2020 graduate, so it was a rough first couple of years. And the Honors College definitely gave me so many opportunities to make sure I had a network of support. So that was socially with all of my friends here in the Honors College, through honors events where I met them, the staff. I actually worked here at the Honors College, so having the support from the dean like Dr. E, Jerron Robinson, and just all the student fellows was such an important resource for me to make sure that I had the advice and support I needed.
So are there any funding opportunities available to honors students?
Yes, there are some amazing opportunities for honors students that are sometimes just exclusive to the Honors College. One specifically is a study abroad scholarship. I believe there is something called the Chapel Scholarship as well, which can give you different funds for things like study abroad, research opportunities and grants, or just generally some financial support to make sure that students here at the Honors College are able to make it through college without having to worry about their finances.
Are there any campus events the Honors College hosts that you recommend students to attend?
Yes, I would definitely recommend that honors students go to at least the first couple events that the Honors College organizes, because it's really helpful to, at the beginning of the school year, connect and kind of find your group on campus to make sure you have that support system. And then the only other specific series of events is the Professional Development Series. They host it together with the UAC-DC, with career coaches, to kind of connect you to those professional resources. And they're a resource that everyone should really utilize throughout their undergraduate career. So it's nice to go into these events and kind of, on a more casual level, get to know them and connect with them.
So as a first generation student, what do you wish you knew before you came to college?
I think the biggest thing I wish I knew more was that networking is probably the most impactful thing in your experience. The connections that you make are gonna communicate and kind of just extend yourself out to the professional world. You know, obviously you go to college for an education and to have a good time too, but the point ultimately really is to find people who you're gonna work with, who you are passionate with about the same interests, and that can help you out in your career. So making sure you make those connections.
So what's your favorite place to eat on campus or in the Ypsi area?
Oh my God, Ypsi area. I'm addicted to wings. Wings are like my favorite food ever. So my go-to is Wingstop, because usually it's like 11 p.m. and it is late at night and I am just craving.
So what's your favorite part about being a first generation college student?
I don't know if it's like my favorite part, but I think it's something that's like interesting and kind of beneficial for you. Sometimes people can count you out or think that maybe you don't quite know what's going on, that you haven't had the same resources or knowledge or anything, which if anything, I think is the opposite for a lot of first generation college students. Like the fact that we even got here is because we spent so much time independently researching, working, writing on these applications and essays, and that we can kind of like show off our abilities and our confidence in, going after our goals. So I think that's my favorite part, kind of showing people up a little bit.
All right, so if you were a superhero, what would your superhero name be?
Oh my God, I think my superhero name would be Captain Overachiever.
Follow-up question.
Yeah.
What would your superpower be?
It would be teleportation because I tell people I'm going to be at too many places with not enough travel time. So I can get to a million events in seconds. That's probably what I would do.
What is one thing in your life that you could not live without?
Wings. Sorry, that's going to be the theme for this video, wings.
Do you have any hidden talents?
Hidden talents. Because like my majors are like political science and communication, it's kind of more like the serious legal arena. I think the theater kid aspect of me doesn't always get communicated, so I can sing a little bit. So.
All right, if you could live in one of the 4 seasons for the rest of your life, which one would you choose?
Spring, period. Best weather, and that's also my birthday.
Would you rather have an 8 a.m. class every day or an 8 p.m. class every day?
You know, this is interesting. Freshman, sophomore me would have said 8 p.m. because I just can't wake up early enough, but I'm getting old, and I wake up a lot earlier and I go to sleep a lot earlier, so it'd be 8 a.m.
Would you rather be able to time travel but not control what time you go to, or be able to teleport but not be able to control where you go?
Ooh, I think teleport, because there's some times in the past where I cannot exist.
If you were the king of the world, what would be the first policy or law you would pass?
Oh my God, policy, the king of the world? Oh my gosh, something about like kids or education. I think like when we're the youngest is the most important parts of our lives. So something about like mandating education or like childcare or something.
What resources are available to students in the Honors College?
I think number one, it's the people. If you need help at the Honors College, you need to go talk to somebody there. There's so many different people who are available and willing, from anyone with our student fellow team who can peer advise or just give you community resources, to our administrative secretary, our faculty fellows, even the dean. Like if you email her and you are in need, she is always willing to meet with a student.
What advice would you give a first-generation college student in the Honors College?
In the Honors College, I just keep pushing. I think it's the people. You need to talk to these people, especially Dr. Reed, because she has a huge academic and professional history that she has found so many different resources, programs, conferences, scholarships to make sure that students apply for or even know about. I've had the privilege of applying for a bunch through her.
All right, now here's the final and the most important question of them all. Is pineapple an appropriate topping on pizza?
No.
Well, you heard it here, folks.
That's it.
All right. Thanks, Jeffrey, for participating in 21 Questions.
Thank you. Bye.